Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Ben from FlowBrackets, and today we're up in Sydney at a client's house because today we're installing our modular miniature plinth onto the front of this Ferrari 458. Let's get into it. Now, if you're wondering why we're up in Sydney, because we are based in Victoria, we're up in Sydney because we have a premium service where we do call outs interstate. If you want us to work on your pride and joy, we'll come out and see you for the right price. Now, what is the problem that we're trying to achieve today? The Ferrari 458 is a beautiful car, and when you want to mount number plates to it, the last thing that you want to be doing is putting holes into your car. So we've come up with a drillless mounting solution. We call it a two-part mounting solution. So in this kit, you're going to get a modular miniature plinth, which looks like this, an alignment tool to make sure that you get it completely center and straight, and then you need to buy a matching number plate bracket to attach to the miniature plinth. And these two parts make a mounting solution. Now, it'd be good to note that number plate brackets, they're sort of sold separately, and you have to add it to complete a two-part mounting solution. And that's because there are so many different number plates across Australia, and we have so many different brackets to suit them. So you need to identify which number plate you have, and then add to your cart the matching number plate bracket for your number plate. And then these two parts will allow you to check out online. With that explanation out of the way, let's get on to installing. So this is a miniature plinth for the 458, and this is the alignment tool that you get with it. What we're going to do after I demonstrate it will be to clean first. And after we're finished cleaning, then we'll put this alignment tool just behind this horse emblem, and then push it up against the bar, and then go upwards, and then stick it on as a temporary fixing. And once you do stick it on, then this gives you the position to mount your miniature plinth on. So there's two ways to mount this on. It comes pre-applied with double-sided tape. So for all the 458 owners out there that don't have any holes on their car at the moment, and you're wondering how to get it, a number plate on, this is definitely the solution for you. Just make sure that you prime the surface with an adhesion promoter, and then stick it on. Otherwise, we've got these hole provisions. If you're running a heavyweight number plate, then we would suggest to pre-drill these two holes with a 3mm drill bit before you send in the screws that are supplied. Again, that's an optional installation. I'll be showing you today how we do the drillless solution. All right, step one is going to be cleaning. We've got some isopropyl alcohol at the moment. We just want to make sure that all the grease and grime is completely clear off the part that we're trying to stick to. And if you have any ceramic coats, that we take some of that ceramic coat away so that we get a completely perfect bond. In the kit, we do supply you with an alcohol wipe that you can use. It works in the same way as isopropyl alcohol. It just comes in a very small applicator pad that you can wipe and clean. Step two, we're going to grab our alignment tool, and then we're going to peel the double-sided tape backing off. This one, as well as this one. And then we're going to align it to the center by putting it behind this horse. And then before we completely stick it on, we're just going to go as close as we can, then go upwards to align it with the bumper, and just push a little firm. And now we're ready to align our miniature plinth on like this. Okay, step three, adhesion promoter. So this is realistically the secret behind it all. This is an adhesion promoter that's going to increase the bond between the two surfaces to make sure that you get a semi-permanent bond. So after we've cleaned, now we can just crack this vial, and this liquid's going to leak out into the applicator pad, and then we are going to prime the area that our double-sided tape will be, And once that's primed, you can peel the backing off the double-sided tapes that's pre-applied to your plinth, and then rest it on this ledge, roll up and stick. Ready? And step 4 would be to get your miniature plinth, peel off the double-sided tape backings and stick it on using the alignment tool. Now, arguably, this is probably the hardest part of the installation, is actually peeling off the double-sided tape liners, the red liner. I like to use a Stanley knife and just try and peel the corner off a little bit so that you can just rip it off like that. And I'll do it one more time. Just try to stick your point of Stanley knife into the corner, get a bit of a lift, and then peel it away. Let's turn it around. Try to do it on this corner too. Cool. Now, this is the important part. Just take your time. First things first, look at the text to make sure that the text is the right way. If it's the wrong way, that means that you've made a mistake. So make sure you turn it the right way. And if the text is legible the right way, then you've got it the right way. Then the bottom lip, we want to rest onto the orange part of the alignment tool. Start to rotate up a little bit, but make sure that you don't touch yet. Once you're a little bit closer in rotation, push down on the alignment tool until the plinth touches the paintwork, and then roll up. Now we're going to hold for a good 10 minutes to make sure that we get a super good bond. Okay, step 5 is removing the alignment tool. So now that we've applied pressure for a good 10 minutes, we can now let go and release the alignment tool. Just get your fingers behind it, pull a little bit gently, and then just lift above the horse and it'll come out. And just give it a little bit of a test. As you can see, it's not going anywhere. Now again, this was the drillless solution, double-sided tape only, making sure that you use the primer and making sure that you clean the surface completely of contaminants as well as ceramic coat. This will also stick to PPF cars as well in the same way. Now, if you're ever in doubt and you're running a number plate that is heavy, we do supply you with these 2 black stainless steel screws that you can go into here and here for adhesion. You can either use it with just the screws only, or you can use it as a combination with the screws and the double-sided tape. It's completely up to you. But if I had a Ferrari 458 that doesn't have any holes, I would probably use the drillless solution. Now, moving on to step 6, which is getting the number plate bracket onto the miniature plinth. Now, as I said before, it is a 2-part mounting solution, so you can't buy the miniature plinth by itself. You have to buy a number plate bracket, one that matches the style and size of your number plate. If you need help identifying what number plate bracket you need for the number plate that you have, reach out to us at FlowBrackets. We'll be happy to advise. So now that that's out of the way, let's get this SL1 bracket onto the car. SL1 brackets is for the slimline New South Wales number plates. So this customer hasn't actually bought his number plate for this car yet, so we'll be attaching this on and then getting the Victorian number plate onto this car. It'll still work, it'll go to the top 2 holes, but it'll also just hang a little bit lower because they are taller in height than the New South Wales slimlines. So now we can get our number plate onto the plinth. Now, the beauty about this solution is it is a completely modular fitting. That means that you can just align any of the brass fittings to any one of these slots, which makes it height adjustable and interchangeable. But why we've done it this way is that it's a beautiful car. We don't want the number plate to sit too high, but we also don't want it to sit too low that it covers up the prancing pony. So we think that it should go somewhere there. Now, all of our brackets will have some sort of line marking indicators. This is going to help you align it completely centered. It just takes a measuring out of the equation for you. It just helps when there's nothing to really reference off. Now, the final part is to get your number plates onto the bracket. So our Victorian number plates, slimline size, look like this, 372 by 100 mil tall. But I've actually found a New South Wales number plate. As you can see, it's slightly slimmer. So this will go on into those top two corners like that and that, but this isn't the number plate for this car. So for the time being, we're going to put on the Victorian registration so that he can go driving it around to get it registered in New South Wales. And once he gets his New South Wales plates for this car, he can just take this off and put his new one on. So now that we've done the front, let me show you the rear and discuss a few things on it. So this customer, as you can see, has his number plate already installed. So at some point in its life, it was probably sitting at a dealership and they had to get it registered. And what they've done is grab the number plate, put it straight onto the bumper, and then drilled out the 4 holes in the number plate and just screwed it straight on. Now, we don't love this. I mean, yes, it is on the car, but having sharp metal directly onto a Ferrari, for me, is a complete no-no. We would definitely recommend running a modular system on this, and I'll be showing you how we would have done it if this car didn't have any holes whatsoever. So the first thing that we're going to do is just remove the screws holding on the number plate directly to the bumper. And I can tell already that it's going to leave a lot of marring and scratching behind it. And that is definitely not what you want. As you can see, there's a lot of holes on it, and this is why this customer has chosen not to address this issue at this point in time. But let's pretend that this was completely virgin, and that means that there's no holes whatsoever. If you're a customer in this situation, I'll show you how to get it done. So if your Ferrari has completely no holes and you want to mount a number plate to it, the last thing you want to be doing is putting holes into your Ferrari. So we've designed what we call a modular base plate. Now this particular one here that we're using as a demo actually says Lamborghini Hurricane STO, but we'll be making a generic version that's going to fit almost every car that has a flat surface like this to adhere to. So on the back of this is pre-applied double-sided tape. Primer was already put down on it before we put double-sided tape on. The theory is that you would stick this to the car using the supplied 3M primer or adhesion promoter. So mask out the area of where you want to place this. I would always recommend completely center and center to the cavity. Mask that out, draw it out if you need to, and then stick it on. And once it's stuck onto your car, all of these holes that are in this modular base plate is actually tapped to an M6 bolt, which we also supply. So undo this bolt, and then you can fit a bracket onto that, and then you can mount your number plate to the bracket. So it is an interchangeable system. So if you had a different size of number plate, Victoria or Heritage or Signature or a different style, you just grab the appropriate bracket, bolt it to one of these holes. There's so many to choose from, so you can go up, down, left or right, and that's going to prevent you putting holes into your Ferrari. So we're not installing this onto this customer's car, as I said previously, because he's just going to reuse the hole that's already made by someone. But top tips on how to mount this on: I would grab some masking tape, I would stick it to the car in a series of locations so that you can mark out and draw, and make sure that you have a few center lines. So once you get center, you just also need to get a center point up and down, so probably do that as well. And once you have a rough indication, marked out indication of where you want to put it, I would also mask out the area of this number plate, this modular base plate. So I'll put a piece of masking tape here and on the other side as well. And this is going to tell you which area to prime before you peel off the double-sided tape and finally stick it on. And that's the cleanest way you're going to get floating number plates onto a Ferrari 458 using our 2-part modular miniature and drillless solution. Just remember guys, it is a 2-part mounting solution. That means that you can't buy the miniature plinth by itself. You have to pair it with a number plate bracket. Now miniature plinths are specific to the car make and model, and number plate brackets are specific to the number plate. So if you need help identifying what number plate bracket to buy for the number plate that you have, reach out to me at flowbrackets.com.au and I can definitely help and advise. So I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.